But first, celebrity chef Matt Golinski is fighting for his life after trying in vain to rescue his wife and 3 daughters from a horrifying house fire. His Taunton home exploded in flames just hours after the family celebrated Christmas with family and friends. 10 reporter Travis McNamara joins us from the scene. Travis, the community there is rallying together after this most shocking event.
Max, the community has been deeply affected by this awful tragedy. The local Anglican church just down the end of the road is already planning a community get-together tomorrow for those who have been affected by this. It's been a difficult day for them, and it was just a horrible night. Neighbours have told 10 News of what they saw and heard last night, and already they are struggling to come to terms with it. Just 3 o'clock in the morning, they woke to the screams of Matt Golinski. His wife and 3 children perished inside their family home. Just hours after hosting a Christmas party with family and friends, Matt Golinski's Taunton home was engulfed in flames. Multiple calls were made to 000 just after 3 a.m. after an explosion woke neighbours.
You could see it right above the palm trees. We woke up to it. It was horrible, horrible.
As they rushed to help, they were confronted by screams. The low-set timber home engulfed by flames within minutes.
Come running around the house to find the husband or the father just laying in the driveway, burnt from head to toe.
He'd been trying desperately to save his family.
He's saying his whole family's in the house.
Tragically, his efforts were in vain. Matt's wife Rachel and their 3 daughters, Starlia and twins Willow and Sage, died in the fire.
To see the pain that guy was going through because he couldn't save his family is just, it will be with me forever.
He was taken to Nambour Hospital in a critical condition with severe burns to his airways and later airlifted to Royal Brisbane Hospital. This morning, neighbours could only look on in disbelief. A disaster so horrifying, even hardened emergency service workers were struggling to cope.
It's an appalling thing that's happened here today, once again, particularly because of the time of the year. And whilst we've mentioned that the emergency response folk would no doubt be feeling it this morning, be feeling the impacts of this particular event. Scientific investigators from Brisbane are now sifting through the house to find the cause.
It's a terrible situation, and it's just one of those matters that you just find hard to explain.
And Travis, Matt Golinski is tonight still in a critical condition.
Max, he was airlifted to Brisbane earlier this morning. Tonight he's in the intensive care unit at Royal Brisbane Hospital with 3rd-degree burns to 40% of his body. Excuse me.
Matt Golinski has been a fixture on 10's daytime cooking show since it began 7 years ago.
Red curry duck will bring us good luck.
The award-winning 40-year-old is well known for his love of food, working alongside some of the best chefs in the country. He was born on the Sunshine Coast and travelled the world before returning there to raise his family.
Well, being from tropical Queensland, we had a lot of good seafood up there, so I like doing a prawn dish where I marinate the prawns in lemongrass and ginger.
His family were no strangers to tough times. Matt's twin girls suffered from a rare metabolic disorder similar to cerebral palsy. Despite this, neighbours say Matt and his wife Rachel were friendly and welcoming.
Never once has she driven past and not had the biggest smile and waved. You know, the kids have little lemonade stand out here, selling, the old school days, selling lemonade. They're always happy, always smiling.
Friends and emergency services personnel are struggling to come to terms with this morning's events. MasterChef judge Gary Meehan wrote on Twitter, "He's a wonderful, gentle and talented individual, a true professional, part of our chef community."
It's a time for us to gather with our families with, happy times and, safe times, and this is just an appalling tragedy.
Matt remains in a critical condition in hospital. Doctors say his condition is likely to remain the same throughout the night. Ursula Hager, 10 News.